Yo, what's going on, fellas? It's your boy Tristan, aka SrirachaDFS, back once again with another first impression video from DFS Karma. Welcome. The main purpose of the video is to give you guys an early preview of the upcoming NBA slate, highlight the totals of each game, who's favored, give you a rundown of the injuries, who benefits, who takes a hit from it, and yeah, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you do not miss out on any of our free media content or live streams. Also, make sure you're in a free chat room where we discuss things DFS 24/7, all day, every day. We have live before lock. We answer questions basically in the voice channel where you guys ask it in chat. Free plays, free pop picks, free articles. I don't know why you're not in there. It's a free benefit for you. So go ahead, join if you're interested. Link is down in the description below. And yeah, let's just dive right into the slate. It's a pretty decent size. It's 7 games, you know. Basically, some of my favorites just because two smaller slates are too chalky, and then the two big slates are just all over the place. So I like these size slates. Anyways, Washington at Toronto, first game of the day. This game opened up at a 229.5 total. Toronto is favored by 5. On the Washington side, Bradley Beal's questionable, Rui Hachimura questionable, Daniel Gafford questionable. I hope I said Toronto's favored by 5. I think I said that, but I'm not sure. If Bradley Beal sits tomorrow, it's a bump up to Russell Westbrook, Raul Nato, or Ish Smith, but that's one of them, not both, and then Danny Avdija. If Rui Hachimura sits, again, it's a bump to Danny Avdija and then to Robin Lopez as well. On the Toronto side, Fred VanVleet questionable, Kyle Lowry out, Rodney Hood out, Paul Watson out, and Patrick McCaw out as well. Need to monitor. We'll get that news at lock because most of these games. Oh, actually, let me rephrase that. All of these games besides the Phoenix at Houston game starts at lock time, which is 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. So we'll get all the news like that. That's just amazing news. We'll get all the news before lock tomorrow, and we won't have to sweat after the slate locks to know if some random scratch. Well, actually, we could still see that, but it's not as probable. So luckily for us, we have a good slate time tomorrow. So we'll monitor this news. Kyle Lowry's already out. So if Fred VanVleet's in, he gets a bump. Gary Trent Jr. gets a bump. Also Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby. So next game on the slate, New York at Brooklyn. Opened up at a 218.5 total. Brooklyn favored by 5.5, and Brooklyn's on a back-to-back. On the New York side, Mitchell Robinson out. Basically a small bump to Julius Randle and Nerlens Noel. Brooklyn side, Tyler Johnson questionable. He left the game yesterday with a knee injury, did not come back. Landry Shamet questionable, left the game yesterday with an ankle injury, did not come back. James Harden questionable, who did not play yesterday, and then KD is doubtful. Definitely monitor this news. We got to see if James Harden sits or not. Be careful of LaMarcus Aldridge or Blake Griffin resting in a back-to-back situation. Maybe we'll see Kyrie even rest. Who knows? Every slate has been so crazy ever since COVID. So we all have to be on our tippy-toe shape, just basically monitoring all the news. So next game, Utah at Dallas, opened up at a 226.5 total. Utah favored by 5.5. On the Utah side, no apparent injuries, nothing really to note. On the Dallas side, Josh Richardson is questionable. Kristaps Porzingis is questionable. Willie Cauley-Stein out, and JJ Redick out as well. If Josh Richardson were to be out tomorrow, it's a bump up to Dorian Finney-Smith, THJ, and Jalen Brunson, but small bumps only. But if Kristaps is out, Kristaps Porzingis, if he's out, it's a bump to Maxi Kleber, and then kind of a big minute bump to Dorian Finney-Smith, Tim Hardaway Jr., and maybe we'll see Boban a little more just because of the matchup against Rudy Gobert. Next game, Sacramento at Minnesota, opened up at a 224.5 total. Sacramento favored by, my bad, actually. That's weird. Sacramento is favored by 2.5. On the Sacramento side, Hassan Whiteside is questionable, and Marvin Bagley is out. Little bump to Harrison Barnes and Tyrese Halliburton. And if Whiteside is out tomorrow, then Richaun Holmes basically gets a guaranteed 30 minutes, especially in this matchup. Minnesota side, Ricky Rubio doubtful, Jalen Noel doubtful, D'Angelo Russell doubtful, Malik Beasley doubtful. I expect all of them to be out, but we've seen so many times this year where things that just don't make sense, like Paul George getting ruled in after being ruled out, and then Michael Carter Williams not starting due to illness and then playing midway through the game. Like, we've seen it all. So we'll get this news, like I said, but if they're all out, Jordan McLaughlin's a great play. Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns basically shoulder the offensive usage for the entire game, and then JD McDaniels doesn't really have to compete for time out on the court. Cleveland at San Antonio. Next game on the slate opened up at a 216.5 total. San Antonio favored by 9. On the Cleveland side, Dylan Windler questionable, Larry Nance questionable, Jarrett Allen questionable as well. Monitor this as well. If they don't play again, then it's a little bump to Isaiah Hartenstein and D Wade. But Kevin Love seems to be getting incremental minutes every single game. He played 23 last time, played 20 the other time. Maybe we'll see like an even 25, 26. He's a great play at a salary on FanDuel, but I don't think he's a great play on DK, especially if they raise his price up. So definitely make sure you have the you check the price differences between the slates, or between the sites. Sorry. On the San Antonio side, Gorgie Dang is questionable. Lonnie Walker's out. Trey Lyles out as well. And Keita Bates-Diop is out. If Gorgie plays, it's basically just a little bump down to Jakob Poeltl, and Rudy Gay. Next game, Detroit at OKC. Opened up at a 213 total, with Detroit being favored by 3. On the Detroit side, Wayne Ellington out. Rodney McGruder out. And Mason Plumlee out as well. I'm surprised to not see Jeremy Grant out for rest as well. Maybe we'll see that tomorrow, but as of now, he's going to be in. I'm expecting to see Jahlil Okafor play tomorrow just because Mason Plumlee's out. He hasn't played in a long time, and he's been basically ready. So this is definitely the spot for him to play. But I think it's more of a bump up to Isaiah Stewart as well. But both are in play tomorrow for sure. I know the guard situation is a mess with Corey Joseph, Saban Lee, Dennis Smith Jr., Killian Hayes, Frank Jackson, Hamidou Diallo, but I think Hamidou Diallo has something to prove just because he came from OKC. He's going to be basically looking out, trying to go for blood. I mean, that's what I'd do if I got traded, especially if I was supposed to be part of that young core, you know what I'm saying? So he might go for 3 in this one, but this guard situation is a crazy mess. On the OKC side, Lou Dort questionable, Darius Bazley questionable, Isaiah Roby out, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander out, along with Josh Hall out as well. If Lou Dort and Darius Bazley continue to be out, then it's a good minutes for Aleksej Pokusevski, Kendrick Williams, and maybe for Ty Jerome. Definitely like those plays. Just maybe the value here. It's hard to choose. Maybe Theo Maledon. Of course, he gets a bump as well, but it's just the minutes are basically secure for some of these dudes, but they just don't produce. So it's weird. Next game, Phoenix at Houston opened up at a 220.5 total. Phoenix favored by 11. Houston is on a back-to-back. On the Phoenix side, Abdel Nader out, Frank Kaminsky out as well. Basically just a little bump to Dario Saric. On the Houston side, Daniel House questionable. He left last night and did not return to the game. John Wall out, Eric Gordon out, and David Nwaba out as well. Basically just a bump to KPJ like we've seen. Maybe to Avery Bradley and Sterling Brown if Daniel sits as well. Anyway, that wraps up this first impression video for the upcoming NBA slate. If you like the video, please go ahead, give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it a lot. And then don't forget to subscribe to this DFS Karma YouTube channel for more daily media content like this and our live streams. Like I said, I appreciate you guys all for watching all the time. And yeah, it's been your boy Tristan, aka SrirachaDFS. Good luck in your contest tomorrow. Have a great start of the week and have yourself a good one. I'm out. Peace.